Alright, so this is my presentation on The Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement, which came out in 2004, and its impact on the female image and role in a made-up monarchy. So our main characters here are Mia Thermopolis, played by Anne Hathaway, Queen Clarice Rinaldi, played by the lovely Julie Andrews, Nicholas Devereux, played by Chris Pine, and Viscount Mabry, played by John Rhys Davies. And the summary of this movie is Mia settling into Genovia and awaiting her reign. She learns that she must marry in 30 days in order to take her place on the throne. Viscount Mabry is intent on placing his nephew on the throne in place of Mia. Mia finds a suitable match in Andrew Jacobi, but in the meantime, Mia and Nicholas Devereux, whom she mistakenly met at her 21st birthday without knowing he was trying to steal the throne, have been running into each other and slowly falling in love for real. But Mia is continuing her romance with Andrew for Genovia's sake. 2 nights before Andrew and Mia's wedding, Nicholas tells Mia that he is leaving Genovia and would like to see her one last time before her wedding. That night, he appears at her window, and she sneaks away with him, and they spend the night at a lake where they share secrets, dance, and fall asleep. Mia awakens to find that she's being videotaped, and Mia thinks that Nicholas set her up, and he insists that he had no idea. By the time Mia returns to the palace, the footage is all over the news of her and Nicholas. Andrew is disappointed and kisses Mia to see if there is a spark between them, to which they both admit that there is not, but decide to go through with the wedding anyway for the good of Genovia. The wedding arrives, but before Mia can walk all the way down the aisle, she storms out of the church, saying that she doesn't want to marry because of the law. Queen Clarice, who chased after her, tells her to follow her heart, something she had never done and had cost her the love of her life. Mia re-enters the church and gives a speech to the audience in attendance, and the audience that it's being televised to, saying that Genovia has been ruled by her grandmother Clarice without a husband for a number of years, and asks the men of Parliament to think of the significant women in their lives, and to ask themselves if they would force them to do what they are trying to do to her, which is marry someone that she doesn't love. Mabry states the law again and says that his nephew Nicholas should be king, but at that moment, Nicholas appears at the wedding and not only refuses his place on the throne, but also disowns the Viscount as his uncle, saying he knows that he had set Mia up with the videotape. After the two storm out of the church, Mia proposes the abolishment of the law that forces her to be married, and Parliament agrees then and there. Mia is crowned Queen of Genovia a week later without a husband. My argument was that this storyline presents the idea that women need not have a man guiding their every move in places of authority. In the end credit scenes, it is shown that the very first woman is allowed to be a member of Parliament. Mia paved the way for gender equality in every aspect of the governing body, showing that equality is a must everywhere, not just in the ruling position. This very story is a strong woman who uses her powers of persuasion to convince Parliament to grant her the freedom that she has proven to be successful with her predecessor. She says that her grandmother has ruled without a husband for years and the country is flourishing, showing the target audience that they do not need men to make change, only determination to see the change through to the end. Mia also shows that just because you don't love who you expected, that you can still have what you deserved. She loved Nicholas, but because he loved her as well, he wasn't going to let her give up her rightful place as queen because of it. She knew she loved him, but she knew that if she didn't make a change now, that her children would be forced to do the same thing. The throne was her rightful place, and that was what she was going to get, regardless if she had found someone to love. And the conclusion is that the Princess Diaries sequel offers a lot to the argument that women are equal to men. Mia Thermopolis is a great example of someone who was being treated unfairly and changed the tradition because it was simply outdated and just cruel. The throne was her rightful place, and she knew what she had to do by giving the Genovian people someone to believe in, that she would do what was right for her country. This movie inspired me as a young girl to know that if a queen didn't need a king by her side to be a great ruler, then neither did I. This message is crucial to a young audience to believe in themselves and the power that they hold.